What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Are the Kansas City Chiefs about to make history by chasing a three-peat after their epic Super Bowl 59 triumph? I mean, come on, Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT in the making, leading this squad with that unbreakable leadership? It's September 2025, the season's just kicked off with a bang in Brazil, and the hype is real. We've got fresh news on sponsorships shaking up the league, glowing praise for our QB1, Hollywood Brown back in beast mode, some eyebrow-raising analyst predictions, and rookies turning heads. If you're a die-hard fan ready for another ring run, buckle up. This is your ultimate Chiefs report for September 10th, 2025. Let's dive in and talk red, talk gold, and talk why this team is unstoppable. Alright, Chiefs fans, let's kick this off with some massive off-field news that's got the entire NFL buzzing. YouTube has officially stepped up as the presenting sponsor for the Chiefs' 2025 season kickoff campaign. Yeah, you heard that right, the world's biggest video platform is teaming up with us to make this season's opener a global spectacle. We're talking about that historic Week 1 showdown against the Los Angeles Chargers in São Paulo, Brazil on September 5th. YouTube streamed the entire game for free worldwide, backed by NBC's top-tier production, and it drew a whopping 17.3 million viewers globally. Imagine that a Chiefs football lighting up screens from Kansas City to Rio de Janeiro. This partnership isn't just about one game, it's amplifying the Chiefs brand on a massive scale with exclusive content, behind-the-scenes vids, and even celebrity shout-outs from folks like former Chief Tyron Matthew joining the YouTube studio show. As someone who's been covering this team for years, I gotta say, this feels like the perfect marriage. YouTube's reach means more eyes on Mahomes' magic, more fans chanting Chiefs Kingdom worldwide. It's electric, and if you're not subscribed to the Chiefs' YouTube channel yet, what are you waiting for? Head over there now for recaps, player vlogs, and all the hype leading into Week 2 against the Eagles. Shifting gears to the press room, where our offensive coordinator Matt Nagy dropped some absolute gold during his September 1st press conference. Nagy didn't hold back when talking about Patrick Mahomes, calling him a leader in every way possible. He said, and I quote, "Pat leads on the field, in the locker room, and even off the field, he's the ultimate competitor who elevates everyone around him." This comes hot on the heels of training camp, where Nagy also raved about Mahomes' drive, saying he wants to be great, back in early August. Folks, if you needed any reminder why Mahomes is the heart of this franchise, there it is. After back-to-back Super Bowls and now gunning for more, Nagy's words paint a picture of a QB who's not just talented, he's transformative. I was glued to that presser, and it gave me chills. With Nagy scheming up plays around Mahomes' arm, our offense is primed to explode. No wonder the Chiefs are everyone's favorite to repeat or three-peat. Now onto the grid and heroes. Wide receiver Hollywood Brown is feeling 100% recovered and ready to roll for 2025. Brown, entering his second season with us after that one-year deal last offseason, dealt with a sternoclavicular injury right out of the gate in preseason, caught a pass from Mahomes on the first play and boom, sidelined for surgery. But fast forward to now, post-recovery, and Hollywood's vowing to get back to his best self. In a recent media session on June 17th, he spoke directly to fans, emphasizing his commitment to staying healthy and lighting up defenses. The Chiefs' staff has been super cautious, protecting him through preseason to avoid any long-term disaster. Smart move, especially with our receiver depth still a work in progress after Rashee Rice's suspension lingering into the season. I love this guy's speed and route running. He's the deep threat we need to stretch the field. In Week 1 down in Brazil, even with limited snaps, Brown looked sharp in flashes. If he's fully back, watch out. Mahomes to Hollywood could be the duo that breaks records. Chiefs Nation, aren't you pumped? This guy's redemption arc is just getting started, and it could be the spark that takes our offense to new heights. Of course, not all news, as Sunshine analysts are throwing some curveballs with simulations predicting the Chiefs might miss the playoffs in 2025. ESPN's Seth Walder ran a full season sim, and shockingly, Kansas City didn't snag a wild card spot or division title, joining the Eagles as defending champs on the outside looking in. Other pundits, like one from Sports Illustrated back in April, echoed the sentiment, citing tough AFC competition and potential offensive hiccups. And Yahoo Sports highlighted lingering questions in the secondary as a big red flag, with coverage busts and miscommunications already popping up in Week 1 against the Chargers. Arrowhead Pride broke it down into 4 key questions we must answer this year. Can the secondary hold without elite corner depth? Is there enough juice in the pass rush to mask those issues? A recent YouTube breakdown called the secondary a major concern after Week 1, pointing to busted rotations that let the Chargers move the ball too easily. Look, I respect the analysis. The AFC is a gauntlet with the Bills, Ravens, and Bengals reloaded, but come on, this is the Chiefs. We've defied odds before. Still, it's a wake-up call to shore up that back end before it bites us. Wrapping up the roundup with some preseason shine, rookie defensive tackle Omar Norman-Lott has been a beast in previews and early action. Picked in the second round of the 2025 draft, this guy's already turning heads. In the FOX4 Kansas City Huddle Show just last week, Norman-Lott opened up about his first training camp, going toe-to-toe with Mahomes in practice, talk about baptism by fire. He detailed how those reps built his confidence and what he's bringing to the D-line next to Chris Jones. Sure, there was that ankle scare in the August 15th preseason game against the Seahawks where he was questionable to return, but he's bounced back strong. In media sessions, he's all about disrupting QBs and clogging run lanes, exactly what we need for a Super Bowl push. Chiefs.com has him pegged as a key rookie to watch, and after Week 1, his snaps showed why. Quick off the ball, relentless energy. This kid could be the steal of the draft, bolstering our front that was already elite. Kingdom, if Norman-Lott lives up to the hype, our defense is nightmare fuel for opponents. Phew, that's your latest Chiefs News Blitz. From global partnerships to rookie risers, we've got momentum building. But what does it all mean? Let's break it down. Okay, Chiefs faithful, now let's get analytical. First off, that YouTube partnership? It's more than hype, it's a game changer for how we experience Chiefs football. With 17.3 million global viewers for Week 1, we're talking unprecedented exposure. Imagine recruits, free agents, and casual fans tuning in from everywhere. It elevates our brand, attracts talent, and keeps the kingdom growing. For a team chasing a three-peat, visibility like this could mean more sponsorship dollars flowing back into roster upgrades. Prediction: this deal helps the Chiefs stay ahead in the NFL's streaming wars, potentially leading to exclusive content drops that keep fans engaged all season. If you're not watching games on YouTube yet, trust me, it's the future, and KC's leading the charge. On the leadership front, Nagy's praise for Mahomes isn't just coach speak, it's a blueprint for success. Mahomes leading in every way possible means he's not just slinging passes, he's mentoring young guys like Xavier and Rashee Rice once he's back, fostering that unbreakable team chemistry we saw in Super Bowl 59. Implications? Our offense stays elite even with injuries. Remember last year when the O-line struggled? Mahomes' poise turned potential disasters into wins. With Nagy calling plays, expect more creative deep shots, and Nagy even teased exploiting the vertical game in that September 1st presser. Prediction: Mahomes throws for 5,000+ yards again, leading the league in TDs. Why? Because when your QB leads like that, the whole unit clicks. Hypothetical: what if we face a top defense like Baltimore in the playoffs? Mahomes' leadership turns pressure into magic, three-peat locked in. Hollywood Brown's full recovery is huge for our aerial attack. Last season, injuries limited him, but now at 100%, he's the speed demon who opens up the field for Travis Kelce and the run game. ESPN noted his potential as a conduit to redemption, creating space for everyone. With Rice suspended early and Worthy nursing that shoulder tweak from the transcript vibes, staying current, Brown steps up as the reliable WR1. Impact on offense? Massive, fewer stacked boxes, more big plays. But risks remain. If he tweaks something, depth thins out. Prediction: Brown hauls in 1,000 yards and 8 TDs, becoming Mahomes' go-to-guy. Hypothetical fan poll: if Brown stays healthy all year, does the Chiefs' defense average 30+ points per game? I say yes. Vote in the comments. Now, those analyst simulations predicting a playoff miss? They're spicy, but let's dissect. ESPN Sim has us out due to a brutal schedule and secondary woes, but history says doubters are wrong. We've won SBs with question marks before. The secondary is the real concern, lingering issues like coverage lapses seen in Week 1 per match quarters analysis. Without Trent McDuffie at full strength or a lockdown CB2, teams like the Eagles could exploit us with Jalen Hurts' mobility. Arrowhead Pride's 4 questions nail it. Can the secondary function without star power? Defense implications? If unaddressed, it caps our ceiling maybe 11-6 instead of 14-3. But with Spagnuolo's schemes, we adapt. Prediction: we make the playoffs as the number 2 seed, 12-5 record. Why favorites despite the noise? Mahomes. Period. Hypothetical: in a sim where the secondary gels mid-season, do we go undefeated at home? Absolutely, Arrowhead becomes a fortress again. Tying in the rookies, Omar Norman-Lott's preseason flash could fix D-line depth issues. That ankle injury was scary, but he's back, and his huddle interview showed maturity beyond his years. Paired with Jones, he disrupts from the interior, easing pressure on the secondary. Prediction: Norman Lott notches 6 sacks as a rook, earning Defensive Rookie of the Year buzz. Overall, these pieces, from Nagy's schemes to Brown's speed, make the Chiefs the AFC's top dog. Despite Sims, we're built for playoffs. Three-peat? It's not a dream. It's destiny. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you. With all this buzz, YouTube's global push, Mahomes' leadership, Brown's comeback, secondary scares, and Norman Lott's rise, do you think the Chiefs will make the playoffs in 2025? Or are those ESPN Sims onto something? Drop a yes in the comments if you're riding with the three-peat train, or no if you're worried about the defense. Bonus question: will Hollywood Brown crack 1,000 yards this year? And how many sacks does Omar Norman Lott get as a rookie? Let's debate. I read every comment, and the best ones get shout-outs in the next vid. If you're new here, smash that subscribe for weekly updates. Polls live on screen. Vote now. Your voice matters in this kingdom. Let's build the hype together. That's a wrap on your September 10th Chiefs News Update, Kingdom. From YouTube's epic sponsorship to Mahomes' unmatched leadership, Brown's recovery, analyst hot takes, and Norman Lott's promise, we're geared for glory despite the doubters. Key takeaway: this team's resilient, talented, and ready to defend that Super Bowl 59 crown. Next up, we'll break down the Week 2 clash with the Philadelphia Eagles. Can we bounce back strong? Don't miss it. If you love this, hit that like button, subscribe for more Chiefs breakdowns, and ring the bell for notifications. Share with a fellow fan, and let's get those numbers up. Aim for 20K views this week. Thanks for watching. Go Chiefs!